Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
The crisis in People Democratic Party is deepening seriously. And right now, it has to do with two powerful members in the National Working Committee and also in the BOT. Don't forget that Ibadan will be playing host to members of the party for the National Convention. And right now, a lot of katakata is going on, and I'm going to give you full details of the battle that is ongoing. We don't know who will win at the end of the day, but we are hopeful that it will end up working for the good of Nigerians. Now, according to the news, former Deputy National Chairman of the People Democratic Party, a member of the BOT Chief Olabode George, has petitioned the party's acting national chairman, Damagum, and the National Working Committee over the alleged exclusion of the leadership of the Lagos State chapter in the distribution of nomination form for the forthcoming ward and state congresses by the party's Deputy National Secretary, Honorable Sutunji Koshuedu. Chief Judge, in a petition filed by him, frowned at the failure of the party's Deputy National Secretary's refusal to resort to the leadership of the party in the state in sharing the form, describing the move as worrisome. The PDP chieftain said it was worrisome that Koshuedu, who has not been involved in the activities of the party in the state, either financially or otherwise, collected the forms for the congresses and decided to single-handedly determine the modus operandi of distributing the form. Speaking further, George queried how the party Deputy National Secretary ignored the leadership of the party in Lagos State, which include two lifetime members of the Board of Trustees, in determining the modus operandi for conducting the congresses in Lagos. According to him, he says, surprisingly, he didn't take into cognizance the effort of the leaders of the party to build consensus among party members in the various local government as an effort that has already started bearing fruit. How did he arrive at the list of people to be given nomination form for distribution to the various local government? This was just as he demanded to know if Koshuedu's position as a member of the National Working Committee gave him the right to appoint leaders and his whims and caprices in the state, alleging that some of the state forms were given to people who had defected to the African Democratic Congress ADC and other parties in Lagos and were working openly with the opposition. We can't teach them something. George, therefore, urged all loyal members of the party to resist any attempt to draw the party, which he said was just coming out of a period laden with crisis. Besides, he equally urged the National Working Committee member of National Working Committee to call Koshuedu to order, even though he warned that the party's Deputy National Secretary should not allow his governorship ambition in 2027 to destroy the PDP. The PDP chieftain, while making the call, lamented that the result of the party in the last governorship election in the state was the worst in its history, saying it was caused by self-aggrandizement, greed, or inordinate and selfish ambition of some people who claim to be members of the party but directly or indirectly continue to undermine the PDP. Never again will we allow this to happen in our state. We are firing this early warning shot to Honorable Koshuedu to prevent action that will lead to political upheaval in the state, as it is obvious that his actions are at best nebulous. He had not shown any sense of decency or loyalty that will convince the people about his behavior. We are forced to declare him a political persona non grata in the state due to his actions. His actions are highly unacceptable. They are insulting, unacceptable, unjust, and unfair. We appeal to you to use your good office to remedy this situation. We are willing to pay for forms to be distributed in an honest, just, and fair manner to contestants across the state to contest for party position. The whole era of manipulations and deceit has ended. Members of the public are watching the party, and our actions should always be above board. We must be just, fair, and equitable. Koshuedu is disregarding party leaders who have been holding meetings in Lagos and pitiably honoring those who have long left the party. We are told this is to fuel his 2027 governorship ambition. Bam! It has happened again. This one is a fresh... Now, let me just give you the summary of what is happening here right now. Now, based on some of the political moves that some of these guys have made in the top, those who are coming under seems to be learning from them. Now, congresses are expected to hold at the local government and also at the state level. Now, forms have been given to them to distribute to people. Now, these congresses will decide those who will be members of the National Working Committee at the state level, those who will be in leadership position at the state level. And these people are mostly the ones that will be the determining factor. They will be the ones that will, endorse people for governorship. They will be the ones that will endorse people for councillorship position. They will be the ones that will endorse people for different positions. And Koshuedu here is eyeing the governorship position. And I can assure you also that the likes of Bode George has also someone possibly that he's keeping by the side. But then everybody wants to see how at the end of the day they will manipulate the elections of persons into the National Working Committee. But Koshuedu himself wants to see a situation whereby he will give these forms to certain people so that at the end of the day, they will come together and make him, according to the information made available, and make him, the governorship candidate come 2027. So the in-war is ongoing right now. The big question is, who is going to solve the issue, the puzzle that is ahead of them right now, considering the fact that even at the national level, Damagum himself, whom they are making demands on to call Koshuedu to order, is already looking for an opportunity to return back as the chairman of the party. So right now, he needs everybody to be working alongside him. So whatever they are going to be placing as, possible demands from him, there is no way he will not align to it. So from all indication, cracks are already appearing in the party. Most of these guys are learning from big boys like Wike and the rest. So that is why the manipulation is ongoing. So some of them wants to capture the party at the state level. And you know what it means. If you are able to capture the party at the state level, whatever you need will be given to you without struggle. So that is what is going on. The big question is, Bode George, would he be able to contend with this guy who is already having the forms in his hands? Because based on what Bode George is saying, Bode George says that he is doing it without due consultation. And this form is slipping into the hands of those who have already defected to the ADC. Those who are fully into opposition, that's those who are fully working for other political parties. And if this continues, everyone will say, what's the need for loyalty again if loyalty cannot be rewarded? So before you know, the People Democratic Party will be one party that will be known for anti-party activity. People will be staying there and also being member of other politics. After all, we saw it in Rivers State, that at the end of the day, there were people who were not in All Progressive Congress, but since everyone seems to be running AP, that's PDAPC now, so I can be in this party and my boss will just say, move to the other political party, I'll give you from. That's exactly what is going on in Lagos State. That's why Bode George is crying out. The big question is, what is going to happen as they are approaching the national convention?